Emotionally distraught after his son's suicide, psychiatrist Michael Hunters decides to abandon his practice. When his former student Barbara Wagner seeks advice from him about a new patient, he declines at first, but relents when he realizes that the patient is a teenager named Thomas Tommy Caffe, who witnessed his own mother's murder, is much like his own son. As details of the boy's past are uncovered, dark secrets about his convict father are revealed. I'll introduce to you first the two important terms that will be used. First, the repression, which is one of the defense mechanisms according to Freud, and the unconscious mind that affects the unconscious behavior. The straight definition of repression is when a person does not acknowledge or act upon a painful or troubling thought or feeling about some event that has happened to them in the past. The individual does this unknowingly and does not even recognize that the event ever took place. His or her mind wants to pretend it never happened because it was a traumatizing event. Repression has been suggested as motivated forgetting, where the active but unconscious mind stores away unwanted thoughts, memories, emotions, and ideas. In Freud's psychoanalytic theory of personality, the unconscious mind is a reservoir of feelings, thoughts, urges, and memories that are outside of our conscious awareness. Most of the contents of the unconscious are unacceptable or unpleasant, such as feelings of pain, anxiety, or conflict. According to Freud, the unconscious continues to influence our behavior and experience, even though we are unaware of these underlying influences.
Indeed, Tommy Caffe has undergone a traumatic experience which led him to this unconventional psychological state. As he grows older, he has made himself believe that none of those things happened. This is called repression. In the movie, denial, avoidance, and distraction is his repressive coping strategy. He avoided conversations and actions that may make him remember the event, though it means going as far as killing. He resorts to violence, silence, or withdrawal in confrontations, and made himself believe that none of those things that happened actually happened. The repression of Tommy Caffe is his defense mechanism. He refuses to talk about his family, especially his mother. Every time he is asked or is reminded about them, he tries his best to change the topic or be distracted away from it. As is observed in the movie, when Dr. Hunter asks about his family, he makes himself and other people believe that he is fine and is not affected by it. This unconscious behavior of Tommy Caffe is connected to that of the teenagers in terms of their refusal to talk about things that they do not like. Defense mechanism is when people experience difficulties, they have many ways of handling their pain. It is originally conceived by Sigmund Freud from his daughter himself. In application to the life of the teenagers, repression, as it is stated, is, according to psychology, quite common, especially if it is triggered by abuse, depression, grief, anxiety, or trauma. Repression becomes their way of withdrawing from unwanted events, as in the case of Tommy, unwanted traumatic events. It is their way of coping, if not escaping their negative emotions. Physical and verbal violence, prejudice, malicious gossip, antisocial behavior, sarcasm, addictions, withdrawal, and psychosomatic disorders are some of the hints that the teenager is undergoing a negative emotion.